Esse conteúdo é derivado do canal de Damien Echols. Acesse também o canal dele e se inscreva. Apoie a produção de conteúdo independente.
I want to address something that I posted about this morning on social media, which was the crystallization of the aura and the old paintings from the Renaissance masters that depict the aura, which in those paintings looks like the halo. You know, this was nothing new. You see this in, all the way back to ancient Mesopotamia, these depictions. What they are trying to depict is energy. And this energy, whenever I tell people that whenever you start practicing both the invoking ritual of the pentagram and the middle pillar, it radically increases your, this is the word I usually shy away from, but what we call your psychic perception. I shy away from it just because there are so many preconceived ideas of what that word means, and almost none of them are close or even close to what I'm talking about. Whenever I'm talking about psychic perception, psychic intuition, what I'm talking about is your ability to perceive and direct energy, whether you're directing it to send it out or whether you're directing it to pull it in. Either one, you're directing energy, but to direct it you have to be able to perceive it. So these rituals, not only do they super enhance that, but they also pump your aura full of energy. Most people, when they think of the human aura, they think of something that's about maybe 6 feet around you, a bubble-shaped area about 6 feet around you. In actuality, our aura is about 50 feet across. The thing is, we are not used to perceiving that much of it. Take for example, if you're walking down the street at night and someone is walking up behind you, you're not even going to notice them. You probably won't register their presence if they're 50 feet behind you. However, whenever they start getting closer, say they come to within, 8 to 10 feet of you, then you start to register there's someone coming behind me. What you're actually registering is they are entering your energy field, or they're coming closer into your energy field. They are coming into where your energy field is denser. The closer to your body you get, the more dense your energy field is. When someone is within 6 feet of you, 6 feet or so, which is what most people think of the aura, that's when people really start to notice that something is coming into your energy field, and that's what we call your personal space. You know how you feel it. If someone is in what they call in your personal space, that's because they have entered a much denser aspect of your aura. When someone is within just like 2 or 3, maybe 4 feet from you, really close to you, they are in the next to the densest part of your aura, and this is what we call intimacy. You are sharing energy from the almost absolute densest part of your aura. I say almost because the absolute densest part of your aura is around your heart. It's an electromagnetic field generated by your heart. And that's one of the things you learn to start working with in the beginning. However, one of the first techniques they teach you in Magick when you're first learning Magick is to focus on a body part, usually either a hand or a foot, and you try to feel the inside of this body part. You focus your attention, relax your entire body, and you focus your attention on your hand. Say we're using our hand, and you try to feel the inside of your hand. In the beginning, some people have a little bit of trouble with it, but it gets easier and easier and easier as time goes by. What you start doing then is every time you inhale, you're envisioning that you're pulling chi from the universe around you, energy in the form of light. You visualize it as light. It goes in through your nose, down through your body, and into your hand. And you see your hand. Every time you inhale, you see it become filled with light. What you're doing whenever you're doing that is learning how to move energy to different parts of your aura. So how does this tie into angel invocations and your aura being 50 feet across and all this sort of thing? The other day I did a video where I was talking about everything is internal. Even these angels that we're working with are internal. A lot of people in the beginning have trouble grasping what that really means because they don't realize how big they are. They don't realize what internal really is. When you say something is internal to most people, they think that means it's in their head or in their heart or in their imagination or in their visualization or whatever it is. That is not what we're talking about at all. When you're doing like an invoking ritual of the pentagram and you start off with, say, the basic ritual where you have 6 angels within your system, even though you will reach a point, this is why I brought up psychic perception a while ago, you will reach a point where when you do this invocation, you will know with absolute certainty that something is there. You will perceive that something is there. And whenever you perceive this for the first time, it can be kind of frightening just because you know with all your heart and soul something is there, but you can't see it with your physical eyes. You can't detect it with any physical way. You can't show it to anyone. So it seems like it's outside of you. The very first time I ever perceived an angel, I would have sworn to anyone that asked that this is an intelligence that exists outside of me. However, when you're doing this invocation, since your aura is 50 feet wide, you are actually invoking the angels inside your aura. You're doing the same thing that you did whenever you focused on your hand and breathed light into your hand, to breathe chi into your hand. You're doing the same thing. When you invoke an angel, you are invoking it inside your aura, since your aura is 50 feet across. There is no difference in this and working with the energy inside your body. It's just that we have been trained to perceive ourselves as only inside the body. We don't realize that we are actually outside the body as well. Our consciousness is outside the body. In addition to invoking energy inside your aura, you are also, one of the reasons you're invoking that energy in your aura is to crystallize it. You want to pack as much energy as you possibly can inside your system so that whenever you once your aura begins to crystallize, what happens is after your body's physical death, your consciousness can continue to reside inside of this crystallized aura, this crystallization, instead of dispersing and going back out to becoming one with everything. Think of it as an acorn and an oak tree. We are all acorns. Think of it, if the oak tree is God, we are acorns. Every acorn that falls, almost every single one of them will eventually be dissolved back into the ground and absorbed by the tree for nutrients and sustenance. Every so often, one of those acorns will take root and grow up to be an oak tree in its own right, instead of returning to the original oak tree. That's what we are attempting to do by this crystallization process. I realize I'm all over the place today, and there were so many things that we didn't even begin to get to, including well, I'm not even going to say. I'm going to save it for the next video because we're going to continue with talking about the crystallization process, but also where sex magic plays a role in that. Okay guys, I hope you are well. I hope you are safe and happy, and